What if Pierce Brosnan became James Bond in the 80s instead of the 90s? Pierce Brosnan made his debut as James Bond in 1995's GoldenEye. However, he originally auditioned for the role in 1986 for The Living Daylights. And for a brief moment, he clinched the role and he was going to be announced as the fourth James Bond. However, NBC caught wind of the fact that Brosnan was being eyed for James Bond and subsequently roped him back into his contract for the TV show Remington Steele, thinking that Brosnan's association with James Bond would bolster the ratings of the show, which had been in decline. As a 90s kid, I've always liked Pierce Brosnan's James Bond, and I kinda wish he had done one more Bond movie on top of the 4 that he did do. But even still, I've got to say, I think he became James Bond at just the right time. One of the most common criticisms that I hear leveled at Pierce Brosnan as James Bond is that he's too pretty for the role. In this photo, which is from the beginning of his Bond tenure, Brosnan was 42 years old. Looking at photos of Remington Steele era Pierce Brosnan when he was in his 30s, I still think he looked a little too much like a lad to be James Bond. As much as he gets criticized for being a pretty boy during his James Bond tenure, he would get criticized for that even harder if he was cast as James Bond in the 1980s.